Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of 88 Blue. We sure got a lot packed into this sweet episode for you. First we're going to talk to the Trinity Home Group, then talk to Professor Hankel about his Taekwondo classes here at WLC. Then we're going to round it all off by discussing some stuff with our WLC alumni. Ain't that just peachy keen?
I come from a sales and marketing background. Spent a couple of years in the Army, got out, got a job in sales, primarily stayed in sales and marketing.
I retired from the military in 2000. I was Coast Guard for 21 years. I've been married about 36 years. I have 2 children and a granddaughter. My granddaughter just started school at Cardinal Stretch to be a nurse.
I have done, primarily I worked in the cruise ship industry. I worked 25 years for Norwegian Caribbean Lines, American Hawaii Cruises, Royal Cruise Line.
Before I came here, I was at MIAD, Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design, and I got to work with the students.
At my age, we're taking an early retirement. You become bored very quickly. There's only so many rounds of golf you can play.
It varies from day to day. I mean, we could get called for no heat, plug a toilet.
We will have a printout that tells us what doors should be open, what doors should be locked, and gives us an approximate time on when they should be. We will do things like check the athletic field to make sure that things are locked up out there.
No heat, something wrong with their apartment. They lock themselves out of their apartments. And
observe and report things that might be a security concern.
Building the trust, they can come to you and talk to you, no matter what it's about. I mean, it doesn't have to be school related or anything. You kind of get that bond, and they know they can trust you, If you see something, say something. That's the biggest thing I can tell anybody.
I love it. I mean, I enjoy seeing the people come through the door most of the time. There's occasionally you have a few that you go, wow, what? You have to act with it and to make sure that they feel comfortable.
339, 500. Oh, hi there. Wasn't that interview with Trinity super cool? I'm just here hanging out, working on my guns. Speaking of weapons, let's talk to a man who's turned his body into one. Our very own WLC, Dr. Hankel.
Just enough to get away. But when you commit, you kick with all your might. Now here, we want to be careful. Yet, when I tell you to kick hard, you kick hard.
I practiced Taekwondo for about 30 years, almost continuously the whole time. I started when I was about 8, and it's funny because I got to watch the Karate Kid movie in the movie theaters, and I thought that was really neat. That was one of the first movies I got to watch that wasn't like Smurfs or something like that, and I loved that movie. Then I found my dad's color belt from when he was in college. And apparently this guy I didn't even think had Taekwondo in him or any kind of martial art, turned out he was, and that was pretty neat. It sounds funny because I never really intended to be a teacher. I was always going to be a researcher, but I taught Taekwondo for a long time, and I always dreamt that if I ever taught at a college, I would be able to teach it for credit like I did at UW Stevens Point. The first year it was kind of a struggle to convince people that we weren't going to have a fight club on campus, but outside of that they've started realizing that it's good for the students, and self-defense as an option is a really good idea. Focus, discipline, coordination, self-confidence, especially self-confidence, because it doesn't look like it now, but I was a skinny little kid with a fairly big mouth. If I wouldn't have had Taekwondo to help mold me a little bit, a lot, I probably wouldn't have gone to grad school or possibly even through college. And I want to keep giving back overall through this campus. And so yeah, I thought of this idea and I really wanted to do it. I convinced some people we weren't going to have that fight club mentality, and we started with a club, just a simple club. And I taught that for 2 years, or a year and a half, and then we got the class started, the full credit class. Everybody should have a martial art, whether it be Taekwondo, which I'm a little bit biased on, or another martial art to give some clarity and focus and athleticism to your life. There are winners and there are losers in every match, but you should be taking something away from every match. So in that way, there's really shouldn't be any true losers, because you are the only person you are fighting against. You are always trying to do better than yourself, not better than the other person. Sometimes that board really hurts the first time when you don't break it. Getting my 7th degree black belt, my whole family tested for 7th degree black belt all at once. Apparently that's unusual. Like it was first me and my dad, and then my brother, and then finally my mom. 7 degrees, it's a lot of bars, and I feel like I need to work better at representing it. But that's always a thing we can always strive for, is always being a better representative of either a Christian faith or our martial art, as it were.
Yeah! Get served! Speaking of serving, let's have a chat with some WLC alum who've entered the community. Let's talk to a few.
My name is Andrew Rogolinski. I graduated this year in the spring, and my major was environmental studies, and I also got a minor in digital cinema and media.
I'm August Zelmer. I graduated spring of 2017, and with a bachelor's in computer science.
My name is Kyle Marty. I graduated from WLC in 2016, and my major was German for International Business.
My name is Mike Kepke. I graduated spring of 2017, and my major was biological anthropology.
I have been looking to start my career. Right now I work full-time as a lab technician, and I've been working on film projects with other people once in a while.
So originally I went and worked for a company in Detroit called Lübke and Vogt.
I enrolled in a summer archaeology field school through the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
I got an office job at the FedEx corporate office over in Brookfield, so I've been working there helping to program their package management system. I moved apartments 4 different times, and I've been hanging out with friends.
I got a job working for Aurora Healthcare.
I took a lot of the science courses, like the chemistry courses, and it helped me learn the techniques of how to work in a laboratory with other people, and also being able to work independently. And I'm finding that being very helpful in my current career right now.
Obviously, with my German for International Business degree, a huge part of that was my language requirements. So my junior year, I was required to go live in Germany for a couple months, and I studied there for the entire summer. My language skills developed and really progressed from that point forward.
And it got me into that lifestyle of coming, doing what you have to do, and then leaving after.
I use the things I learned in class every day at my job. Further than that, I met a ton of real nice people. We hang out every week.
It taught me a lot about how to be a Christian leader and just what that all entails. And I use that a lot in the business world. That's something that people will respect if you interview well with it. Just enjoy that kind of freedom that you have and that opportunity that you have to see all these cool people and do all these cool things.
If it's something that you're not interested in, and you don't feel that you're going to be going anywhere with it, just look at a different path that you could take.
Don't do drugs, stay in school.
Thank you for joining us for 88 Blue for this final installation of the season. I hope you can come and join us again next year. See you around.